Have you ever wondered, if humor is so beneficial in the classroom, why don't more teachers around the world use it? The answer is simple. Most of us are not naturally funny. Coming up with jokes in class every day isn't easy. Even if we do manage to crack a joke or two, we have little control over whether it enhances learning or not. But don't worry. That's exactly why we developed the Planned Humor Incorporation System for Teaching and Learning, PHISTLE. PHISTLE is a pedagogical framework that standardizes the types of humor, the modes of incorporation, and the frequency of humor use in lectures. The goal is to ensure consistent and predictable learning benefits. The advantages of PHISTLE are clear. First, by embedding planned humor into lecture slides, teachers can reuse it in both face-to-face and online settings, ensuring replicable and sustainable positive learning outcomes. Second, the system is applicable across disciplines, so it is generalizable and adaptable. Lastly, as part of our project, we are also developing the online humor repository for teaching and learning, AUTO, a categorized and accessible collection of humorous contents for educators worldwide. PHISTLE and AUTO complement each other, making the humor pedagogical approach teachable and shareable, enabling more educators to adopt it in their teaching. PHISTLE focuses on 3 specific types of humor. First, analogy, which uses comparison to explain complex ideas. Second, wordplay, which leverages puns and linguistic twists. And third, absurdity and exaggeration, which incorporates over-the-top scenarios to highlight concepts. These types of humor were chosen because they have less risk of offending students. They are concise, easy to integrate into PowerPoint slides, and they can align with educational contents to enhance memory retention. About the modes of incorporation in PHISTLE, humor is applied either pre-topic or post-topic. Pre-topic humor is introduced before the educational contents to capture students' attention, while post-topic humor follows the contents, reinforcing key concepts in an engaging way. When using pre-topic humor, where the funny content comes first, it is important to ensure that students understand where the joke ends. To prevent confusion, a points of return to reality (PRR) serves as a cue to help students transition from the joke back to the lesson. In contrary, post-topic humor does not require a PRR. Lastly, regarding the frequency of incorporation, based on previous studies, PHISTLE recommends at least 1, but no more than 3 humorous elements in every 15 minutes of lecture. Let's see PHISTLE in action! In a microbiology lecture, students are learning about the gram stain technique. After applying the principal stain, a counter stain using safranin is then performed to differentiate gram-positive from gram-negative bacteria. However, rather than directly telling the students about safranin, we tell them that saffron is used for this counter stain process. Saffron is one of the world's most expensive spices used for seasoning and coloring of food. It comes from this flower grown in Iran and India. You've probably seen saffron in Indian dishes like this one right here. After applying saffron as a counter stain, your slide of bacteria will give off a mesmerizing floral aroma, ready to be served in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. Wait, what? Just kidding. Saffron was just a joke. The actual counter stain is safranin, not saffron. The principal stain, crystal violet, stains all gram-positive bacteria, while safranin acts as a counter stain, allowing us to see gram-negative bacteria. In this example, the type of humor used is wordplay, because saffron is a pun on safranin. But since they are both red in color, it may also be considered as an analogy. As for the mode of incorporation, this is a pre-topic humor where the joke is introduced before the actual educational content. This approach requires a PRR, point of return to reality, and here it is. Then, students clearly recognize that the joke has ended and it's time to get back to the educational content. After experiencing this humor, we hope students will associate saffron with saffronin. So from now on, whether they watch TV shows like The MasterChef, or visit a gourmet restaurant, or come across similar spices, the connection between saffron and saffronin will prompt them to recall the Gram-Stain technique in microbiology. People often say that the funniest jokes are spontaneous. But in education, we don't need the funniest jokes. We need effective humor. After all, we're not comedians, we are educators. It's not about making students laugh the hardest, it's about enhancing their learning experience. In fact, the humorous content doesn't even need to be funny. Anything that amuses students, captures their attention, or induces positive emotions can achieve the same goal. And that is the essence of PHISTLE, structured, strategic humor designed to make learning more engaging and effective.